The Knicks entered Saturday night's matchup against the Utah Jazz with a chance to get back to 500 at home on the season and did just that in their 126-120 defeat of Utah. With the NBA's trade deadline passing by on Thursday the 9th and the Knicks' latest acquisition in Josh Hart not being able to play Friday night against the 76ers, he made his much-anticipated debut as a Knick against Utah. Hart played as a part of the second unit, serving as an upgraded version of Deuce McBride in regards to his role on the court. His first few possessions all involved him making a positive impact, whether it was on offense or defense, which helped the Knicks build an early lead on Utah by the end of the first quarter. A tough three-pointer and a banked-in half-court shot from Talen Horton-Tucker to end that first quarter, though, made this one a game quickly. And even though the Knicks pulled away again in quarter two, Utah took its first lead of the game just minutes into the third quarter. This one was really back and forth. Now, Jalen Brunson had a stellar start for the Knicks. He filled up the scoring column, and both Julius Randle and Immanuel Quickley followed suit. That trio combined for 65 points by the end of the third quarter alone. Fans were welcomed to the Josh Hart experience in New York really by late in the third quarter. They watched him corral 2 offensive rebounds in one play and later essentially audition for the Super Bowl as he reached out like a defensive back for a steal that led to a highlight slam dunk for Julius Randle. New York, who had gotten 3 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, even 3 personal fouls on 3 attempted shots from newest Knick, number 3, Josh Hart, led by 3 points to end the third quarter. Yes, that was a mouthful. Hart played in lineups that included Brunson and Quickley as the starters involved in those lineups, Brunson and Barrett, even Barrett and Quickley individually. It seems that head coach Tom Thibodeau is already having no problem mixing and matching Hart with various different key Knicks and seeing who his skill set can help the most. He and Quickley were certainly an arduous defensive pairing that brought exhaustion out of opposing guards, such as Jordan Clarkson and Colin Sexton. Utah stayed in the game throughout the fourth quarter as their all-star forward, Lauri Markkanen, responded to the Knicks' all-star forward in Julius Randle. Lauri woke up and started making big-time shots there at the end of the game. Now, Josh Hart, 5 steals, 1 taken away, so 4 steals, 4 offensive rebounds by the time just half of the fourth quarter had elapsed. This was a large booster to his chances of quickly becoming a Knick fan favorite. Several late-game three-point makes from Hart stamped him as a Thibodeau guy, and newly beloved Knick, he is that part of this team now. And the team closed mostly with a lineup of Brunson, Hart, Barrett, Randle, and Hartenstein as they defeated the Utah Jazz. Now, Brunson, 38 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists in this victory. Julius Randle, 31 points, 6 rebounds. RJ Barrett, 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists, as the Knicks' own version of a big three worked along with 11 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals from the glue guy in Josh Hart to get the victory at home. Many have utilized the term Thibodeau guy or Tibbs guy to describe Josh Hart, or just players that get after it, even if it won't show up on the stat sheet. They dominate the margins of games. They go after the 50-50 ball as well. It seems like basketball historians in the future may simply just refer to a picture of Josh Hart as a paragon of those qualities. Now, Hart is comfortable being a Knick, also in part due to his college teammate Jalen Brunson now being by his side at all times, as they evidenced in their post-game presser when they were asked about their synergy on the court. We saw the video, Jalen, finding out that you had been dealt to the team at Villanova, fittingly. We know that it brings happiness off the court for you guys to be reunited. But what would you say it's like on the court? Is there a comfort, even in those split-second decisions, that you know the guy on the receiving end of the pass, that you know his habits, both of you? Is it comfortable to be back on the court? Maybe fans of it?
Right after that, a little face on. Look how cute he is. Look how happy he is. I'm so excited.
You'll start blushing. The Knicks host their crosstown rivals in the Brooklyn Nets on Monday following some major trade deadline shakeups made down in Brooklyn. Now, keep following WFUV Sports' coverage of the New York Knicks, the Brooklyn Nets, and the whole NBA landscape to find out how that matchup goes and how the Knicks look throughout the rest of this season.